Hi guys, and welcome back to Explore RE, where last lesson we were looking in more detail at each of the gurus. One of the most important things to remember about the 11th guru, the Guru Granth Sahib, is that he's not actually a human, but it is a book or sacred text that outlines all of the truth and wisdom of Vaheguru through the writings of the other gurus. Each of the 10 gurus were not only Vaheguru's chosen ones, but they were also physical leaders for the Sikh people to follow. But since Guru Gobind Singh made the Guru Granth Sahib his successor, there hasn't been anyone physical to lead the Sikh people. Who do Sikhs turn to lead them now? In today's lesson we're going to be exploring more about the Khalsa, or group of baptized Sikhs. To do that we're going to be exploring what the Khalsa is, how it was originally formed, how you become a member of the Khalsa today, what are some of the physical signs in which a Sikh might show they are a member of the Khalsa. So, part 1. What is the Khalsa? The 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh, set up the Khalsa to be leaders in the Sikh community. They are supposed to fight for justice, to be spiritual soldiers, but also to lead the Sikh followers. They are supposed to be role models in the community, upholding all of the core beliefs of Sikhism, but they're also supposed to represent to the wider world this idea of a spiritual soldier, to protect other people's rights and to fight for those who need them. To be part of the Khalsa today, you need to have been initiated through the Amrit ceremony, which we're going to look at a little bit later. Part 2. How did the Khalsa start? The story of how the Khalsa started goes back to 1699, when Guru Gobind Singh was leading the festivities of the spring festival of Vaisakhi. He ordered all Sikhs to meet together in Anandapur, which is a region in the Punjab. To the astonishment of the crowd, the Guru came out of his tent and demanded the head of one of the loyal Sikhs in the crowd to show his commitment to Vaheguru and to Sikhism. One man came forward and went into the tent with the Guru. But after a while, the Guru emerged from the tent by himself with a bloodied sword. The crowd must have been furious. What has just happened in that tent? Has the Guru lost his mind? But the crowd was even more horrified when the Guru asked for more volunteers to step forward to give their lives for the Sikh community. Another man stood up and went forward and went into the tent, and he too didn't return out. This happened again and again, until in total 5 men had given up their lives for Vaheguru and their faith. All of a sudden, to the amazement of the crowd, the Guru walked out of the tent with each of the 5 men. They were unhurt, and they were wearing new robes of saffron and blue. This is why we often associate the colours of orange and blue with Sikhism. Guru Gobind Singh honoured these 5 men by giving them the title of Panch Pyare, or the 5 beloved ones. He then initiated them as the first 5 members of the Khalsa. Once he had done this, he then too joined the Khalsa himself, taking on the surname Singh. The initiation involved taking Amrit, which is a mixture of water and sugar, but also was a chance for them to say promises that they would uphold the Sikh code of conduct and wear the 5 Ks. But how do Sikhs become part of the Khalsa today? The Khalsa is still growing today. It is a community of Sikhs who have decided to show a further commitment to their faith by being initiated as one of the beloved ones, or as the word Khalsa literally means, the pure ones. Not every Sikh decides to take part in this, but many do. And it is a further declaration of their faith that they are going to wear the 5 Ks and take part in the Amrit ceremony. The Amrit ceremony takes part in the Gurdwara, the temple, in the presence of the Guru Granth Sahib, or the sacred text or book. Those who take part must be prepared to accept the rules that are given to them, but also to lay down their life if necessary, for the freedom and the rights of other people. After prayers have been said, each member takes a sip of the Amrit, and it is also sprinkled on their eyes and their heads. They are now initiated members of the Sikh community. Sikhs demonstrate their membership to the Khalsa by committing to say Nit Nayam or daily prayers, but they are also expected to wear the 5 Ks. An initiated Sikh might also change their surname to show that they are a member of the Sikh family. For men, they might change it to Singh, which means lion, or for a female, they might change it to Kaur, or crown prince or princess. But what are the 5 Ks? The 5 Ks represent beliefs that are fundamental to the Sikh faith and how it is practiced. The first of the 5 Ks is Kesh, which means uncut hair. Sikhs believe that hair is a gift from God, and so they wouldn't cut it because they respect and love our Guru. The second of the 5 Ks is the Kanga, which is a wooden comb. It is used to take away dead hair and keep the hair neat and clean. The third of the 5 Ks is Kachera. This is a type of Sikh undershorts or underwear, which is supposed to represent and show modesty. The fourth one is Kara, which is an iron band worn on the right wrist. The Kara stands for truth and for one God without end. But it is also made from iron or steel so that it won't break. This indicates that truth is also eternal. And finally, the fifth one, the Kirpan, which is a small sword or dagger. It is kept for defending truth and not for bad things, and is often a sign or a reminder that Sikhs should fight to defend others. The turban is not one of the 5 Ks, but it is often an important outward sign that a Sikh has committed to being part of the Khalsa. So, task number 1. I'd like you to go back through this video, making sure that you understand each of the aspects very clearly, and then have a go at answering the following questions. Question 1. What is the Khalsa? Question 2. How did the Khalsa start? Question 3. How do Sikhs become part of the Khalsa today? Question 4. What are the ways that Sikhs show they are members of the Khalsa? Task number 2. Having answered those questions, I'd like you to go back through, draw out each of the 5 Ks and write a description of what they are. If you need help with this, you can go back in the video or you can do your own research. Task 3. Watch the news broadcast of the founding of the Khalsa in 1699. Your task is to rewrite the news broadcast, to recreate it with your own voiceover.
Anandpur in the Punjab, and the scene today of extraordinary events. Sikhs have come here from far and wide to celebrate the harvest festival of Baisakhi. There has been particular interest this year as Guru Gobind Rai, the Sikh leader, asked people to make a special effort to come. All very intriguing. In front of the castle, a tent had been put up on a specially built stage, and tens of thousands of Sikhs gathered in expectations of the Guru's arrival, no doubt hoping that he would have some words of inspiration for them in these troubled times when so many have faced persecution for their faith. Then the crowd was on its feet, cheering and waving as the Guru walked out and took centre stage. He made an impressive sight, waving a sword above his head that flashed in the sunlight. He waited for the crowd to fall silent and then said, "Who among you is willing to die for God and for their Guru? Who will give their head to my sword?" Certainly an unusual way to start a speech, and there was some confusion in the crowd. But then a man got to his feet and made his way to the stage. This was Daya Ram, a young man from a well-to-do family. The Guru welcomed him like a brother and took him into the tent. People were muttering to each other, wondering what was going on. Then the Guru emerged alone from the tent and waved the bloodied blade above his head. Shock ran through the crowd like a wave. Had the Guru beheaded Daya Ram? But the Guru was speaking again. "Who else is willing to give their life for God and for me?" This time, everyone remained absolutely still, frightened even to move. But finally, another man stood up and walked calmly to the front, a farmer called Dharam Das. Again, the volunteer was welcomed by the Guru and led inside the tent. I, like everyone else in the crowd, held my breath. This time we distinctly heard the swish of a sword and a sickening thud. The Guru came out and brandished his sword for all to see, and fresh blood splattered over the crowd. A woman near to me screamed, and panic began to spread. But above the noise, I heard Guru Gobind Rai's words. "My sword is still hungry. Who else is willing to give their head to serve me?" Unbelievably, 3 more men pushed their way to the front. A tailor called Mokam Chand, a barber called Sahib Chand, and a humble water carrier called Himat Rai. Some of the crowd were crying. Some were angry. Some even tried to stop the men from reaching the stage. But one at a time, the Guru took them into the tent, and each time he came out alone, his sword sticky with congealing blood. The Guru appealed for calm and threw back the flaps of the tent. We stood spellbound as all 5 men, alive and well, walked out onto the stage. They were wearing saffron robes like the Guru and smiling. Then the crowd was cheering and clapping, and the men stepped forward to acknowledge the applause. 5 men from very different backgrounds standing shoulder to shoulder with the Guru. 5 men who were willing to stand up for what they believed. And the Guru announced they would be known as the Panj Pyare, the beloved 5, the first members of the Khalsa, the pure ones, a group of Sikhs who are truly committed to the Guru. They will be given new names: Singh, that means lion, for men, and Kaur, meaning princess, for women. So goodbye, Guru Gobind Rai. From today, we'll be calling you Guru Gobind Singh. The people surged forward, all wanting to join the Khalsa. I suspect there are some in the Emperor's court who will not be pleased. This is Abu Tarani reporting for the Emperor Aurangzeb, Anandpur.
And finally, task 4. Imagine you are a member of the Khalsa. I'd like you to design a poster that aims to encourage non-Khalsa Sikhs to join up. You may wish to use words such as identity, commitment, family, faith, belonging, and serving. So today we have done some exploring about the Khalsa, what it means for Sikhs today, and how they might become a member. But we've also looked at the outward signs that a Sikh would show, including the 5Ks, changing their surname, and upholding the core beliefs of Sikhism. If you'd like to find out more about Sikhism, click the like and subscribe button, and don't forget to press the bell icon to be informed of when I upload a new video. In the meantime, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Tahuna Santi. Thanks guys.